Here's the last little bit of information I'm going to give you guys on breeding. And I'm going to go over it really, really quick. And I do this because I want you to do a lot of research and I want you to really think about what you're doing. If you look on our Facebook page, you'll notice that I did a breakdown on what it takes and how many crickets it takes to raise a clutch of bearded dragons. If you're sitting out there to do it, you want to do it right, so definitely follow all of the tips and guides you can possibly come across. So I'm going to go into, we went over breeding age, we went over your basic morphs. Next thing is burmation. When do I burmate and what is burmation? Burmation is a time where you're cooling down the temperatures inside the cage, getting the female, you know, ready to ovulate, or not ovulate, but just getting her cool to where when she warms up this spring and she's looking to mate. Your males this time will actually start what's called spermatogenesis, which is one of the processes that is definitely needed to produce fertile eggs. Female can produce eggs and they not be fertile even if mating, if the male has not been properly conditioned. So you definitely want to start your burmation time around December to February, right in there. You're lowering the temperatures in the cage to about 80 in the basking spot, mid to low 60s at night. Then you want to slowly raise it up around February, bring it up about 5 degrees or so, simulating a lot of spring, a lot more water, spraying them a lot more. You'll notice during burmation though that your dragon will significantly slow down. He'll start to be less active and kind of lounge around a little more. This is very common with dragons going into burmation. The next thing you want to do is around February, you want to start to introduce my males to my female's cage, and I do this because of the fact that it makes it more comfortable for her. It doesn't stress her as much. So around late February, you want to start to introduce your male to your female, get them in there. You'll notice the courtship, the head bobbing, the hand waving. Eventually your female will finally submit to your male. This is a very vigorous process, so be prepared to, you know, what you see is normal. Let's just put it like that. For the people who out there first time breeding, if successfully mating has happened, they successfully done their business, you'll get eggs with them in about 4 to 6 weeks. Then about 4 to 6 weeks, you'll start to see them in your female's stomach. They'll start to look like marbles and stuff. But around this time, you want your male removed so he's not stressing her out. You want to actually get your lay box ready. Put in nice size lay box, at least 8 inches high, with about 6 inches of dirt inside it. Dirt, sand, mulch. Dirt or sand mixture, so that they'll actually get in there and do their business. She'll dig into the dirt, dig a corner out, lay her eggs, cover them up. You can pull that box out to excavate the eggs. As far as excavating the eggs, a lot of people say don't roll the eggs, they'll kill the babies. Just for safety measures, I do mark all of my eggs that come out of my box. I do not try to roll them or let them roll, just because I have rolled eggs. I've had eggs that have been laid scattered all over tanks, halfway dead, and I've taken them and put them in the incubator and rehydrated the eggs by covering them with moss and brought them back to life and successfully hatched every one of the eggs. So I don't know if they had been rolled, because that day I rolled them, putting them in. So I don't know if bearded dragon eggs can be rolled or can't be rolled, basically is what I'm saying. So don't take that chance if you don't have to. Next thing is hatchling care. Be prepared when you have your hatchlings that you've got plenty of crickets on hand. Don't wait till the week before or the day you see her, then go to the pet store and try to get crickets. Have your crickets on hand 1 to 2 weeks before your female starts to lay, so that your babies, once they're born and have stayed in the incubator for at least 24 to 48 hours after they have emerged from the egg, to eat on the egg yolks. Babies will not eat for the first 3 days. So if you place crickets inside a cage with a baby still attached umbilical cord, the crickets will eat the umbilical cord of the baby along with the baby, killing it. So definitely be very careful with what you do there. Then you want to be prepared for your next clutch. Your female should be getting fattened up, maybe a pinky mouse every now and then, highly calcium crickets, a lot of soaking, just baby her. You know, take care of her really good, because in 4 to 6 weeks she'll be laying another clutch. Your average bearded dragon will lay about 3 to 4 clutches. You may get more, 5, 6 sometimes, just depending on your bearded dragon, the condition that it's in, the health that it's in, and how you actually take care of them. So if you got any questions, leave your comments at the bottom. If you want us to do a different video or anything you want us to talk about on the next video, leave your questions, comments. Be sure to subscribe. See you next time. This is Pettile's Pet Store. I'm Tony Williams.
Pettile.